So let's get this straight. You think that 50 Cent is broke? Well, after this story, you know he's not. But let me say this before I even get into what TMZ wrote about 50 Cent and his monthly expenses. I just want to say this. At the end of the story, I'm going to read to you at the very end of the story, and it's not very long. This is something that's so imperative for rappers to listen to. And when I get to that part of the story, I'm going to say, rappers, listen up, listen to this. And that's like the punchline for you aspiring rappers, especially the cats from the South who think that mumbling and everybody rapping to basically the same damn beat and not having shit to say. You're going to want to hear this because it's very important. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Let me read to you what the story says first. So TMZ writes, and I quote, "Now we know how 50 Cent keeps his body so swole. He drops a fortune to keep a trainer by his side nearly 24/7. In fact, according to docs filed in his bankruptcy case obtained by TMZ, the rapper pays more than $3,000 a month in workout expenses. A big chunk of that, $2,800 to be exact, goes to his trainer, Jay Cardiello. Jay has talked about working with 50 before, saying he pretty much eats, sleeps, and breathes with 50 since they train together 3 times every day." Okay, rappers, listen up, especially you dudes from the South. TMZ said, and I quote, "And get this, despite the fact 50 hasn't had a #1 hit on Billboard's Hot 100 since 2003, he still makes $36,000 per month in royalties," end quote. But let me requote that last part again. And get this, despite the fact 50 hasn't had a #1 hit on Billboard's Hot 100 since 2003, he still makes $36,000 per month in royalties. Now, the reason why I needed to reiterate this point, because forget the whole him working out and paying his personal trainer $3,000 a month. That's not expensive, you know, and 2,800 of it going to the trainer. I don't think that that's expensive at all. And, you know, I would think that he would have to have other clients on the side, you know, if that's all he's making. At least that's what I would think, because they said 2,800 of it goes to him. That's what, 700 a week? I would hope he's making more money than that. But anyways, despite the fact 50 hasn't had a #1 on Billboard's Hot 100, that's the first part. The reason why that's important to hear, rather, since 2003. Now that was about 13 years ago, nearly 13 years. The simple fact that we're talking about him and the fact that he's made so much money in recent times, he has these different businesses and whatnot, and he has the biggest house in Connecticut. You got to think about it like this. If he hasn't had a hit in that long, but yet he's as relevant as he is in the music world, as well as, I know a lot of you might say, well, he's not that relevant in music. Let me tell you something. As far as business is concerned, including the music business, yes, 50 Cent is very relevant. Let me explain why. 50 Cent wanted to go do a show. He would get paid more than some of your favorite rappers because his name is that much bigger than. See, 50 Cent is an international superstar. He's not somebody that they just put on TV because he doesn't bring in bucks. Like, his name brings in money. He's a walking brand. And like they said, he makes $36,000 per month in music royalties, just in royalties, never mind whatever else he has going on. But you got to think about it like this. When's the last time 50 Cent put out an album? How the hell does he make $36,000 per month? You know what I mean? Some of your favorite rappers have never seen a royalty check, but this guy sold so many records, and he's that big of a name, that big of a brand. He's that big of a deal in business that he brings in $36,000 a month, which is $432,000 a year, almost $500,000, and that's just in music royalties for somebody who hasn't had a hit in forever. This is why I'm always saying, you know, you got to make good music and you got to sell records, because in that way your royalty checks and whatever other monies that are coming in can go to your children's children. 50 Cent is one of those type of people who, the way he's setting things up for his life right now, his family won't possibly ever have to work unless they wanted to. They can pretty much sit back and collect checks. And that's why you got to do things in a certain way. That's why I say to be original, and why talent is important. A lot of people say, oh no, talent's overrated, because, you know, we see people with a little bit of money that they're throwing around basically and acting like a damn fool because they got $1 in their hand and the hand starts itching and they just can't wait to just throw it in the air and talk about how it's raining, just stupid shit. But to be truthful with you, a lot of those people don't have that much money. A lot of them aren't even millionaires. Now 50, on the other hand, this dude is rich for real. He's not fake rich, he's real rich. He has that long money. He has that money where he could just take out a stack of dollars and smack you across your fucking face with it. Like, I remember him stuffing a car. I think he put like $2 million in the trunk of a Lamborghini, I think it was, on a video. So the reason why you got to make good music is because somebody like, I hate to say their names, but like a Rich Homie Quan and a Young Thug and stuff like that, those dudes more than likely won't be around 5 years from now. Definitely not 10 or 12 or 13 years collecting $36,000 royalty checks per month. That's just not going to happen. They're not going to have money like that. They're going to be so incredibly irrelevant. I mean, they're already irrelevant now, but those people you think are stars are not real stars. 50 Cent is a real star, where you're collecting almost $500,000 a freaking year and you haven't had a hit since forever. That lets you know that the work that he put in when he had his run, he was running a damn marathon. So just remember that. Make sure you make good music that's actually going to do something. It's actually going to be impactful. But this is all my opinion. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more.